Hello, this is Exergil1201 here for this clear of Chapter 7. This is the Moogleboss strat. I have Kaze get the chest with the Seraph. I don't really know when I'll use the Seraph because I just kind of have it in the back. I have Jakob paired with Rinka, so that way he's able to essentially 2-hit KO enemies. It's mostly temporary, though. I have core and trade up. I needed to get enough EXP so that way I get Elbow Room this quickly, which is actually imperative because it's required to get a kill on the Outlaw with Hannah attack stance. Thanks to Paladin, I can use the Brass Katana or the Brass Nagana, which is good for weapon triangle, basically negating attack with disadvantage. I have Hannah trade herself the kodachi from Corrin so that way she can get an outlaw kill. I have Sakura trade Subaki the strength tonic so that way he's also able to get some kills. The movement of these enemy, Kaze is able to attack this outlaw. He's able to comfortably 2-round KO them, which is nice. I use a vulnerary later for assurance that he won't die because I don't want him to miss. That enemy move is actually RNG dependent. If the fighter moves below the outlaw pair, he actually blocks my path, and I can't have that. So I have Sakura kind of just here transferring Corrin to Azura. If Azura took damage, I just would have healed. See, this is what I mean by attack stance and elbow room. Without elbow room, I would not have been able to get that kill, but fortunately, thanks to Hannah, I am able to get the kill. Jakob is just able to Oko the Outlaw. This is also why getting elbow room is important. I also get level 4 here, so that way on the subsequent enemy phase, I am able to get Defender, which is also imperative later for the strat. I have Azura transfer Corrin to Jakob, so that way I'm able to get supportive bonuses. This subsequent enemy phase coming up right here is essentially based on getting Jakob as many kills, as much EXP as possible, since I need Defender as fast as possible. For this strat to work and Jakob to not die, I need him to basically dodge at least one attack. And also, I need to have the soldier go for Azura, backed up by Rinka, who should live, thankfully, instead of the fighter, because the fighter actually will kill Azura and I won't get enough EXP. Well, it's not the EXP, but more just Azura not dying. Here I get Defender, which is fantastic, since I'm actually able to 1-round KO the fighter, which is also why the EXP allocation was so necessary. So I needed elbow room to get the Okos on the outlaws as well as the attack stance, and then I needed Defender to 1-round KO the fighter. Hence why I used Moogleboss strat because it's incredibly tight. I have Kaze here weaken the soldier. Now you might ask, why not give Kaze the kill? And that's because Kaze actually debuffs. If Hannah attacks first, she doesn't do enough damage. Kaze can't do enough damage to run KO, which, yeah, kind of indicative of how low his strength is. I have Sakura move Subaki for movement, so that way he's able to move faster. I have Azura sing Jakob, so Jakob can essentially perform a massive enemy phase. Fortunately, he has enough avoid to get some quote-unquote reliable dodge taking. Hannah just kind of kills the remaining armor knight. So that's pretty nice. I'll take this time to go over the units because they're really brief and they don't do that much. Subaki just kind of gets like random kills. He's mostly important just for like botting Saizo, as well as just flight faring Saizo. His comment's not really that important. Moogleboss kind of mentioned promoting him, but you don't need to promote him, so he's just kind of there. Hannah just kind of gets some like chip kills. Oh yeah, by the way, the positioning of those outlaws is important. I need one of the outlaws to basically be in the like a diagonal parallel, I'll call it, with Jakob, so that way Subaki can double and get attack stance with Jakob to KO the outlaws. So that positioning is actually unfortunate. Yeah, this chapter has a lot of RNG. Hannah just kind of yeah, I also need Defender just to live by 1 HP. Hannah just kind of like chip kill stuff here, and she kind of acts like a parabot. I don't know. I honestly kind of forgot. I think she does for like chapter 9 Silas, but like it doesn't really matter. She doesn't really do much here. I'm not promoting her. No. So I just moved Hannah here. I use Subaki's 7 movement to essentially move him forward. I have Azura sing him so that way he's able to get an attack stance kill. Subaki's honestly just mostly here just for cleanup. In a run I did as a practice, that's also why I gave him the strength hog. As a run I did for practice, I used Ninja Jakob and I didn't use Subaki, and it just had lower turn count, and it was like, why use that lower turn count if this is faster? My preference for Subaki as a ninja, Jakob as a ninja doesn't really matter as much as gotta go fast. So, the caveat here is rather odd. They don't actually move until a certain turn count, which unfortunately makes things slower. So that's rather unfortunate. So I essentially have to pick them off on player phase, but it means I can also just have Subaki here. Subaki is also important for this section because he helps pick them off. Here I have Rinka and Kaze basically go to the top section. There is a knight who literally does not move from that position. I'm also able to get the knight in between the stairs. There's also a chest with an armor slayer, which is really good because there's some armor here and they're really bulky. I get the Sting Shuriken, but the Armor Slayer is also just really nice for units such as Silas and Ryoma. Here I have a attack stance kill with Jakob. Also, fortunately, I have enough dual gauge to basically negate a hit from Silas, which is very good because I don't want to take that damage. Also, this is what I mean about Kaze not moving, but Subaki is able to play or face kill him next turn. Here I have Kaze essentially weaken and debuff the knight, so that way I can have Rinka take the kill. I then have Azura just sing Rinka so that way she's able to wait in position. Thanks to Rinka's personal, which gives her +4 attack when she is injured, or not at full HP, she is basically able to do pretty good damage, essentially 2-round KOing the guy, which is really good because the knight's going to be able to attack her on enemy phase, which allows me to have Kaze paired up with Rinka, and then I can basically use that movement pair up bonus to get the chest, which is very nice. Moogleboss did a very good job here. This clear is just incredibly efficient. It gets a lot of things done. It's just incredibly fast. So I really do want to give credit to Moogleboss for this clear. Also, Hannah's just able to hit KO, and thanks to Azura being close by, I am able to have Hannah snag the kill. The more interesting units are going to be coming up at the end of this map, but I will be going into them at the Chapter 8 rendition of this video. I also do want to say I will be uploading Chapter 8 and Chapter 9 the same day. I intended to upload Chapter 7 and 8. But, alright, I will see you next time.